Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are live Friday night. Happy Friday. Happy Earth Day. Um, Great opportunity to do this since it is Earth Day and dinosaurs once roamed the Earth. I'm really excited. It's Cantina Social Hour. This is going to be fun. It's been quite a week for collectors and fans of Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, and dinosaur toys in general, and toy collectors in general who just appreciate awesome toys. And I got some really awesome guests, all great friends that I'm really happy to have on the show this evening. And we're going to have a blast. So I'll bring them in one at a time. I hope everybody's doing well. Thanks to those of you who are coming in so far. Great to see you. All right. First up, we got the man, the original Jurassic Park podcast from 2015. He'll tell us whenever it was. I don't even remember anymore. So long ago. But the greatest Jurassic Park podcast of them all. We got Brad Jost.
Hey, it's me. Yeah, we did it in 2015.
I thought it was something like that. I was like, was it 2015?
Yeah.
Like crazy. It's been that long. Crazy.
I know. I keep thinking about those years and I'm like, wow, it's been like just about 7 years or so. I think how long? Oh my gosh. Too long.
Too long time. I'm trying to think of the very first time I was on your show, and that was like, shoot, it would have been like, I think
Oh man.
it would have been 2015. It would have been like when I think they did the dino hybrid thing. Remember? And they were like painting on like all those fluorescent weird colors. And
Oh
we did
yeah.
like
I think that was the first one, wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah. I can probably bring up a spreadsheet and take a look, but yeah,
No, it's okay.
that was an interesting time. Yeah. Oh man, I remember when all those were. Yeah, I guess I don't know if they were like leaked online or if they were officially revealed or something, but I just remember like it was an episode where we were like, what is happening with Jurassic these days? It's weird.
Yeah, it was crazy times. Well, I know that everybody here that's joining us this evening on this panel that we've assembled remembers 2015 very well. It looks nothing like what we've been buying in stores this past week and the week before that, and as these things have trickled out here and there. And I know that one of those people that's going to be doing that with us tonight is one of the best resources for Jurassic toys on the internet. He is my co-host on Collect Jurassic World and does some awesome stuff. So really happy to welcome this evening Ian Malcolm. Oh no, just kidding.
Oh, hey!
Tim from Collect
That worked well.
How's it going?
How you doing, Tim?
I'm good. I'm so excited to all these toys with y'all. It's gonna be a good time.
We got a lot of toys to talk about.
We have too many toys to talk about. I keep saying it. There's too many.
Yep.
I'm stoked. So I know you've been busy this week, haven't you?
I have been busy. Yeah, I mean, just like with life in general. But then any free second I get, I'm like on my phone checking news or posting, or I've been trying to stay on top of opening the toys and reviewing them and talking about them. So It's been like a second full-time job being a collector this week, I swear.
Yeah.
And toy hunting too. Don't forget those trips to Target. There's been a lot.
It's been overwhelming, honestly. I don't want to go back to Target for a week or 2 weeks.
I don't know.
I say that now.
I'm probably gonna go back tomorrow. I don't know.
Out of control. All right. Next up, we have the one, the only, one of my contributors on Cantina Chatter podcast. Awesome guy all around. Very, very high level. I wish I could communicate the way that this guy communicates, because he's just keep like the segments that this guy does on the other show. And anytime I talk to him on Social Hour here, always great conversations, always intriguing to hear his ideas and thoughts. Jurassic Dave.
Hey, what's up? Hey, everyone. I don't know why I'm allowed back on here. I'm on here too much. Too many times.
He's in the pink room this evening.
Yeah, I got some nifty color change bulbs, so I'm having fun with that.
Very nice. Well, good to see you, Dave. How are you doing?
I'm pretty good. Wallet is a little light this week, but way too much Jurassic. I bought a PlayStation, but I'm having so much fun. Whole family is.
Yeah, it's a great
Throw a
time. This week
PlayStation
is
in there, and I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, same boat actually this week.
yeah.
Awesome.
I don't know the PlayStation, but oh no, I do, but it's the older one. I never use it. I haven't probably played in like 2 years. But anyway, it's not. We're not here to talk about PlayStation. We're here to talk about Jurassic
Sorry.
Park toys.
Oh, man.
And there's somebody else in the house this evening. Somebody that is often very mysterious, and I know
Could it
that
be?
Tim. We talk
Who
about
is
him
it?
all the time, and I assure you guys, he's a real person. He's not somebody we made up. He's not a
Who's there?
Nichthyosaurus, or he's a real existing person. So I'd like to welcome for the first time on the show, Greg.
Greg!
Hello, everybody.
He's real.
I'm real.
He's Greg. How's it going?
Going all right.
Yeah, so I've been chatting. Like, I'm thinking of like the Jurassic, the JP Toys forum, and I've been chatting with Greg since like, gosh, 2006, like on there. So it's really cool to that like after all this time that he's still around, he's still doing this, and we finally get to talk to him for the first time. So welcome, Greg.
Hey.
Finally, we got Greg on.
Finally.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Finally.
We have so much to talk about.
Yeah, it is.
And I like your title here, Tim, that you're giving the show. I think that works. So we need something for Greg too.
Yeah.
Um,
Greg came out of left field. I didn't think he was going to be here. I
did it just for you, Tim.
Yeah, we got to come up with something. Hey, is Brad and Greg wearing the same shirt too?
No, I think he's got T-Rex.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The Abercrombie
Same
one,
look at the
but-
top.
I was going to say
Somebody-
that would be too. So
both very classic images, though, for sure.
yes, for sure.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? Like going to your title, 3 beards. Like the 3 of you have beards, but then Greg's the only one that doesn't have a beard that is dressed
can't
as
grow a
if
beard.
he did.
Yeah, he's got the plaid and everything.
Yeah, totally. So cool.
He's got the red Owen shirt on tonight.
Yeah, there you go. There
Just
it is.
Just no, yeah.
There you go.
And Dave has the blue one.
I was gonna say we all should
There
have
you
worn
go.
blue shirts.
That'd be funny. All right, so it's really good to see you guys. But hey, you know what? We're not done.
No
We're
way.
not done. We got somebody else with us.
How many people can we
Nick!
fit in the stream? Hey!
Hey guys. Yeah,
How's it going, Nick?
it's going pretty well. How's everyone else doing?
Doing
Great.
pretty good.
Good.
I gotta go put a Jurassic Park shirt on. I don't know what I was thinking showing up here with a
Yeah,
regular
go
t-shirt.
do
I don't
that, Tim. We'll
know. I
wait.
don't know what I was thinking.
Bye.
I don't know.
I'll just
Yeah,
take
this
the
is
shirt off.
cool.
That's what.
This is cool. This is yeah, I've never had this many people on the show, and it's pretty awesome. We're doing that little Brady Bunch thing where eventually
Yeah.
it's going to fill up.
You have to
By the
keep
way, I
us
think
keep us in
our
line,
Arby's-
Victoria.
we're sponsored by Aldi at this point, aren't we? I mean, the official sponsor at this point. Because we could be making bank off of that every time we
Yeah.
mention them.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it. Bring it. Bring it all.
Bring a knife.
Very nice.
Aldi.
So it's great. It's great
Bring
to see
your
all
own
you
knife.
guys. And yeah, so busy week. I'm going to take a look and see who is hanging out with us, and we'll talk about what we've been doing this last 1 to 2 to 3 weeks. So Dodgson is in the house. Dodgson, how's it going? All right, good to see you as always. Paul, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for coming back. Peak Obi-Wan, glad we didn't scare you off last time. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us. We got Better Ray Bob. Bob, how's it going? Happy Friday to you as well. We got Mary. Mary, hey, how's it going? Great to see you too. Classic Stores is in the house. Wait a second. I'm a little confused here. Tim, isn't your other thing called? No, it's Collectosaurus. That's
That's right.
what it was.
That's right.
Collectosaurus. I was like, wires got crossed there. Classic Stores, welcome. We got Braddock in the house. Welcome. We got Hector. Hey, how's it going, Hector? Awesome. Something a good little crowd here. All right. So very cool. So I know you guys haven't been going to stores this week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 times, right?
Yeah, I definitely went to the same Target twice today. I'm not afraid to admit it.
Yeah. I went to
I
the
think
same Target like 4 days in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Well, I only
went
have
4
one
times this
Target,
week.
so I did go.
He literally went there. Yeah, every day.
He went- Yeah, I went to the same one. I did go to a different one last week, but this week I did go to the same Target 4 times, and every time I went, it was a little different, which I thought was notable. It's kind of like, that thing where if you lose somebody and they say, okay, if you get lost, don't go try to find whoever you're separated from, stay in one place, right? And they'll find. It's kind of like that with Target, because every time you go, I was going, I'd find something a little bit different and something new and fresh. So it was just neat to see that, they didn't have things out the first day, Monday, because the street date was Sunday for the toys. Tuesday, a little bit. Wednesday, a little bit. I didn't go yesterday. I took a break.
What?
And then,
What?
and then I know. And then today they had everything put out. It looked glorious.
I feel like a lot of stores did it today. Like a lot of people were like, I found everything today. I don't know if around here in Chicago it was like a directive, but I know Twitter who were like, oh, my store has the whole thing up now. So I wonder if everyone's store is going to have that. I hope so, because it's so cool.
I hope. Mine doesn't have it yet. The big thing.
Yeah,
the big thing.
The big thing.
Yeah.
The big thing.
Whatever it is.
Ours doesn't have the big thing.
The big thing is really cool. You guys just wait till the big thing is up there. You're going to love it. It looks great. It really does.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's like, what are they talking about?
I know that.
The
I
big
know
thing. The big thing.
The big thing. Yeah.
I know for a
No.
fact my Walmart won't have that display up, but I hope everyone's Target too. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to
My
travel a
Walmart
bit to get to a
might
good
by
Walmart in
June.
my area.
I don't have to travel, but I just don't like to go there.
I don't have a problem with Walmart, but my wife won't follow me into Walmart.
Oh, there you go.
Cooties. All right. So just in case anybody is wondering what the big thing is, we're gonna make it clear right here. So the big thing, that's all I'm gonna call it from now on, is this very nice spread that they have at Target.
Look at the technology here.
At some
Look at
Targets,
that
yeah.
big thing.
The big thing, guys. Yeah, it looks great. Yeah, and as soon as you're approaching the toy aisle, this really obviously it really stands out. You got this big Rex and the big amber JP logo, and it just looks great.
Victoria, did you fix it so that the Indominus is behind the Giganotosaurus? Because I would have fixed that for that display right there. They have if you go back, the Indominus is like in front. It needs to go back.
Oh, I do see that. Yeah. I thought you were talking about the graphic. I'm like, oh, they're supposed to be Giga there. Yeah, it looks cool. Oh, I think I get the joke now. It's the same thing, right? A Giga is an Indominus, basically.
I like the Therizosaurus on the floor too. That's a good display. Mine didn't.
Yeah,
mine didn't display them like that. I like that
with a lollipop stick next to it. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Oh gosh, kids.
Some kid did shit.
Yeah, and then the regular section. This is what they had up earlier in the week, and for me, that was enough. Like just seeing that, like I was totally cool with that. But then to see like the actual like the big thing, like it really like elevated it to the next level. So I'm glad they have the big thing.
Oh, they got that cat from Buzz. That's cool. I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, it's just like kind of looking at the dinos. Like, ooh,
I just saw that one today. It's yeah.
And there's those Therizinosaurus claws that you guys are talking about.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna get those.
I know you are.
Yeah.
They were cool. They were smaller than I thought, but they were cool. It's almost as if they made them for children. I don't know what that's about, but they were smaller than I thought.
It's almost as if they made them for children.
Weird.
Do these come in adult size?
I'm gonna ask the employee that.
You totally should record yourself asking the employee that.
I gotta say though, I had like a great experience with the Target employee today, where I was just looking at this section. I wasn't looking too longingly. I was looking normally, and she's like, "Can I help you find something?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I pulled up Greg's handy dandy Hammond Collection barcode, and I was like, "Can you help me find this Parasaurolophus?" And they went and grabbed one for me. So
That's
my
awesome.
Rolodex
Nice.
of
yeah, didn't even have to ask. She just walked up and asked me if she could help me. So.
I told Tim this, but I made this like vast Rolodex of barcodes that I made myself and everything, and I put them on my watch even so that I could scan them at the scanners at Target. And they're remodeling our Target, and they took all the scanners out of the store.
Oh no.
Which, to add to that story, actually, I have the old scanners, so I took all of Greg's barcodes and
So he
scanned
took
them
them.
one by one and took pictures of the screen.
Yeah,
So I
sent
sent
all-
him like 60 photos of every. Yeah. This is what we do in our free time. It's cool.
Yes. The worst is when they have the scanners and they're out of service, though.
Yeah, right. Exactly. But the old ones are more prone to do that, I feel like. But the new ones are pretty slick, though. I don't know if anyone has the new ones in their Target. You can like look up like stuff on Walmart.com and like find it in store.
That's what they're going to put in to ours when they get done.
Interesting.
If they would just let us in the stock room, we wouldn't even have to worry about those things.
Well, really?
Yeah. If they just let us.
That's what I said. My idea of just wearing a red shirt and just kind of going back there.
Just pick my own toys.
They have so much. They have so many extra people helping right now since there's a remodel. I think I could probably get away with it.
Yeah. He says in his red plaid shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, "Sir, can you tell me where this toy is?" Oh, follow me. I'll know exactly where it's at.
He worked a part-time shift today.
Very cool. So, I'm thinking back to when this trilogy started. If it does end up being a trilogy in 2015, and just thinking back to what merchandise looked like in stores, and I know a lot of us got so excited just to have new Jurassic merchandise, but if you would have asked me back then, like told me what we were going to see in the future, and I mean, just looking at the big thing compared to what 2015 looked like, it was just like it's just incomparable. It's just really crazy to think about that.
Definitely. I think like I mean, Mattel has made stuff that I never would have dreamed of. So I probably would have been not happy. I would have been like okay with the stuff Hasbro was doing for a while, which is sad to say because look what we could have missed out on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was thinking about that. Like I haven't counted it up, but at what point, and I'm sure it was pretty early on, that Mattel surpassed every toy that had been made previously up until that point, probably within like a year and a half. They put out so much product, everything from 1993 through the present. I'm pretty sure they probably surpassed that. Don't you think?
Oh, in quantity, produced,
and number
and
of different
sales too. Yeah, it's
not sales, but I mean the number of toys.
Yeah, definitely the different, like the diversity of toys for sure.
Was part of what made collecting Jurassic a little easier was that there wasn't so much of it until now, and now it's.
And they got you.
Yeah, I'm having to kind of put Star Wars like far on the back burner now, just to. Victoria doesn't like to hear that. But.
No, I hear you. I canceled some pre-orders this week because I got so much Jurassic. Got a little guilty. I was like, sorry, Star Wars.
It was predominantly Star Wars in my collection room, and now it's just kind of it's tipping the other way.
Yeah, Mattel won by brute force.
Yeah.
I know this line has been so evergreen, like for the last 4 years now. Wow, it's been 4 years. It's just been like a constant presence on the store shelves at Walmart and Target, for the most part, and that's pretty remarkable. Like I don't think there's been a consistent dinosaur toy line that I can think of. I mean, even like going back and reading about toy lines and like you have things in the 80s like Dino Riders, but I don't even think that that line stayed on the shelf for this long. So I can't think of a dinosaur focused toy line that's been on the shelves, not counting like generic dinosaurs like Imperial dinosaurs or something like that. And Greg, I'm sure you know what those are. But yes, they've accomplished something pretty awesome. And you may not like, I may not agree personally with every single decision they've made in terms of the product and product lines, but I mean, there's really something to be said for how they've managed to keep this on the shelves for the last 4 years nonstop, and for it to sell in quantity and to sell out, and they're keeping the engines running. It's crazy.
It is, yeah, it really is. It's weird. It's weird to think all the stuff they clearance out too, and it just doesn't even matter. They just like full steam ahead. That part of it, like always, like I don't understand that business of toys, but like the fact that they can just like clearance off half of it and just make more and still like,
and especially right now. I mean, they're just clearancing the hell out of that one wave
Yeah.
of whatever Fierce
Brand
Force
new
or whatever.
stuff. It was there for like a week for me, and I bought something
Yeah.
last week full price, and I'm like, oh, it's clearance now.
Yeah,
Womp womp.
like the was it the Kentrosaurus?
Yeah,
Those are being
Fierce.
clearanced out. I mean, that's barely been out.
Yeah,
So
right. And Humpty
Crazy.
Dumpty
I don't
Raptor, all that stuff.
I saw a $5 John Hammond's Amber
Crazy.
collection at Target.
Mm.
See, I feel like
Yeah.
my stores have been empty for so long that I haven't really clearanced anything out. But I've certainly seen other people's stores, like Walmart stores, that have, how, I don't know, my Walmart always has the clearance aisle, and it's right by toys, which is awesome. But I saw a photo of one that it looked like a fresh, like merchandised wall of Dino Rivals Jurassic World, but it just was in the clearance section. It was crazy.
Yeah, I found an Ellie the other day for the same price, $5, $6, something like that. And for that price, even if I already had two of them, it's like I can't pass that up. That's too good. So I took her to work. Now she's sitting on my filing cabinet.
All those people that are always like, "I'll wait till it's on sale," they totally got the last laugh this time. They really did.
Yeah, that's definitely not us, right, Tim?
No.
Yeah. So what don't you guys buy, Greg and Tim? I know you guys are pretty hardcore with all the other extra stuff.
I've
Like
got
the books,
an assortment
and
of
the party
stuff here.
favors, and the cereal boxes, and
you're
like all
talking
that
about
stuff.
Jurassic. Okay.
No. Greg has got me beat with the books and everything. But he tries to get out of some of the random Mattel assortments, but I always talk him back into it.
Yeah, and then you reel me back in.
The random 12-inch figures and 6-inch figures, which, by the way, they're on Entertainment Earth now, so now they'll be way easier to get.
Yeah.
You don't have to go through great lengths to get them anymore.
Through Colombia or Peru or whatever.
Yeah. They're making another Atrociraptor, which is cool. So yeah, they're way easier to get now. So everyone else should get into it now, right?
Yeah, sure.
We'll have to head to some weird off-brand grocery store.
It'll be at Ross.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know
Five
about
Below.
my Ross is basically a flea market anyway, or like a poorly run flea market.
Right. This is what I was thinking the other day when I went in there to look for those mini micro guys. I was like, why is everyone hating on Aldi? I mean, my Ross is where I need to bring a utility tool.
Bring two knives. Bring two knives to Ross.
Yeah, exactly.
Bring a gun to Ross.
Oh God, we don't endorse that. But,
No, you can tell I don't do that.
I forgot I had this knife right here. I should have brought this one. That would have been much better.
Whoa.
This is what you need for that store.
It's like Raiders of the Lost Aldi.
So Dodson says, time to indulge into the wonderful world of credit card debt. There's a lot of stuff coming out, you guys. I was thinking 2018 when the Mattel line first launched compared to now. How are you guys feeling in terms of what that looked like? There was a lot of product in 2015. There's a lot of product now, and just the Mattel line when it first came out was just such a breath of fresh air, just given how Hasbro had handled the line. So thinking about that era to this one, Nick, what are your thoughts? How do you compare? How does it feel to you being where we are now in terms of what's coming out this last couple of weeks compared to early in 2018, April 2018?
I mean, I never would have expected Hammond Collection to be as great as it is. I forgot to pull my little raptor figure over here, but I love that thing. Hammond Collection is just great. And in 2018, that was like seeing Legacy Collection even. Yes, there we go, Greg. Seeing Legacy Collection even was like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. And now seeing Hammond Collection is like, oh, like it's just that next level up.
Brad's got the amber.
No, I swear it's Hammond. It's Hammond, isn't it?
Just hold it farther back. The same thing. Just hold
Like,
it farther
I
back.
have this guy right
That's the
next
one.
to
There
my
you go.
computer, and then like,
Yeah. That thing's awesome.
well,
Nice.
I don't even have to say anything. I can just hold this figure up. By the way, the little copies that come with some of the figures, they look great screaming on the back of this
That's
guy.
cool.
That's really
But
cool.
like between what they've done with Legacy and this and the stuff coming out for the new movie, Like the release set, love that little blue shipping container because we finally get a shipping container we can shove our raptors into.
I want to buy 4
Yeah,
of
that's
those.
fun.
Yes,
I
that
want-
one.
I love this thing so much. This is
Yeah,
so
it's
cool.
That's
awesome.
fun.
And I like it has this like hole in the back. I keep pointing this out because like it's like a nice play feature to be like
Yeah.
jumping
Yeah.
through.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Pretty cool.
Or you can turn it around and stick the head out like it's the
Yeah.
raptor pen from Jurassic World.
Yeah.
Put some headgear on.
Just
Don't tell
give
me
us
that.
just give us a box. It doesn't take much to make us happy. Just give us a
Yeah.
box.
I know, really.
Yes, a box. Yeah, Nick, now that you mention it, I kind of feel like I need 3 more so I can recreate that scene.
Well, and they're only $20 a piece, so
Yeah, only.
it's not too bad for a box.
I can say I feel like with the play sets, they've really, and even some of the other sets, they've really stepped up the art for the box backgrounds.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Like I feel like the packaging has come a long way just across the board. The main line, the Legacy Collection, the Extreme Damage. Like I think the packaging looks better than it's ever looked.
Yeah, I think you said the Extreme Damage always looks better than the main line, and maybe it's just fatigue from seeing the same stuff over and over again. But like, yeah, the Extreme Damage, the like fiery version of the regular Dominion packaging, it looks so cool.
Yeah.
I feel like they didn't even have to do that, and they do it, and it just differentiates itself that much more. It looks awesome.
Totally. Speaking of packaging, Brad, what would you say in terms of packaging has been your favorite overall line look that we've seen over these last couple of weeks?
Favorite over the last couple of weeks. Well, I think the Hammond Collection stuff is my favorite package. Like I'm blown away by how cool that looks, and especially the like the Ian Malcolm and the Raptor. I was so shocked at how small they were. Like when I got into the store, I was like, "Oh my god, they're so cute and tiny! I love them so much." And they do such a much better job than the Amber Collection did of presenting those figures. It's really, really awesome and unique. But I love the main stuff. I love the real, the regular line. But yeah, I think the Hammond Collection's my favorite so far.
Nice. Greg, what about you?
Well, I would probably say Hammond Collection too. Yeah, it's just I was just talking today about the Parasaur, how it to me is just like a work of art. I'm just blown away. But yeah, and the packaging, like just imagine when we get a Dilophosaurus in those smaller boxes.
Yeah.
God, that's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly why I started looking at prices of Amber Collection Dilophosaurus today. So I was like, I think I can let go of I have 2, and they're like, it's like a golden ticket, guys. So I was like, I think I can let go of one of these because the Hammond Collection one's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 2 of those as well.
Mine is right there.
Yeah, I can't wait for that Dilophosaurus. I can't wait for. I mean, I just love this expression. Like, I feel like this is kind of like the 1/18 scale, 3 3/4 inch kind of thing that collectors who grew up with the original line were hoping to eventually see.
Oh my gosh!
I feel like the quality is totally there. It feels like something that they put a lot of detail and attention into so far, anyway. And the Raptor is great. I just love like the silhouette of it. Just like a perfect, like depending on how you pose it, just like a perfect little Jurassic Park Raptor. And I'm having a lot of fun with it. Tim, you know this. You really liked what I did with the legs the other day.
It's so cool.
But yeah, even like the Parasaurolophus, like this is freaking cool. This is amazing. Like I just can't believe that they did something that's this awesome. It's gorgeous, and it's so posable, and it even has like a different feel than the mainline does. A little softer, like more quality feel to it. I love it.
To me, this is just I'm blown away by this figure. I really am.
It's amazing.
I pointed this out to you guys the other day. I didn't show you the video, but the head on this is like pretty loose.
Mm-hmm.
Just a lot of wiggle on there. So that's a bummer, but and I've seen some other pictures and videos of things that aren't perfect on them, but otherwise they're pretty great.
Yeah, hopefully you can get set up with the replacement for that, and then you'll be in good shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I've exchanged a few things because of paint and stuff, and I know I'm not the only one here that's done that. So
I've never done anything like that.
Never would hot glue a box back shut. Better eye pain.
Oh gosh. Confession time.
Never would do that.
Dave, what are your thoughts in terms of Hammond Collection? What would you say is your favorite piece so far?
I haven't opened anything but the Raptor yet, but I think the Parasaurolophus looks like it might be my favorite. Just impartial to the Lost World, and I just think that design just looks so great. Yeah, I love the presentation. The boxes look great. They definitely look better than Amber, like a mini Amber. But anytime I see them on the shelf, it just brings happiness, you know?
Yeah. It is a very happy looking dinosaur. Like, how can you not look at this and have like good, happy feelings? Like, it just looks so sweet and so nice. And, if you saw this in person, hopefully it probably wouldn't kill you, I don't think so.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, the box is so cool. I love the boxes.
Yeah.
The Amber Collection boxes always felt like a college art project I put together, where it's like the tape is just barely holding it together. Just look at it, don't touch it or hold it.
It is. I think I've done art projects like that actually.
Yeah.
Just like
That angle on those boxes was always so weird. Like,
Yeah.
what's with that angle?
Yeah, and that couldn't have been like a cheap thing to be like, let's fold it around this way. So unnecessary. Whereas like the Hammond figures feel super premium, like very, very premium, and the price doesn't feel premium, but the toy itself does for sure.
Yeah, I feel like they nailed it. Like Amber, had a lot of issues. Like for the price, it's a larger scale, but I feel like it had a lot of issues. And like this, whatever issues Amber had, like at this scale and at this price point, are a lot more forgivable for me. Because, you're just given that, it's a smaller, these are smaller canvases that they have to work with. And, you can kind of overlook, a detail that may be out of place compared to Amber. And what I really like is that like they price these the same. They're like in the same skin. I think that was a big issue with Amber Collection, was that I think that contributed to issues with distribution and sales and stuff, having them different. And these smaller dinos at least being the same as the humans is a really wise move, I feel.
Yeah, and give us some like the diversity, which I think is coming. I don't want 100 Raptor repaints in the Hammond Collection to start off. That'll do a lot for a line.
Definitely. No one's talking about Ian here, but this is a pretty cool figure. If you compare it to the latest, it really is like much better. So I'm not a big, I don't dislike Ian Malcolm, but like I'm more excited about the other characters. So I'm hoping that hoping they're good. I hope Ellie doesn't have those dead eyes that she has on the Amber Collection figure. And I hope Alan Grant looks remotely like Sam Neill. So those are my hopes for the
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Yeah. I don't know. I enjoy it for what it is. I can't say that it's like anything remarkable. One thing I will totally like compliment it on is I've never seen this sort of knee, these double bend knees like this on a 3 3/4 inch figure.
Yeah. No, those
never.
Are cool.
Other than that's my favorite thing about it, honestly. Like it's cool, it's nice.
It's like, it's
he can kick himself.
Wow.
You can recreate the iconic pose that he does in the movie when the helicopter comes. So yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, you just need a little leg brace. Yeah, I know I was talking to you guys about this the other day. The only like really weird thing about Dr. Malcolm for me is like these arms. Like they just look weird. They look like legs.
Those are the arms that I prefer on him. I think the coat looks a little strange. So
it does.
How long does he wear the coat in the movie?
Till it rains.
Yeah.
Yeah, he takes it off in the Explorer.
Mm-hmm.
So he's wearing it like with the stick triceratops and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's off, I think, when they do the poop, right?
Is it the same jacket in Lost World?
Maybe.
He wears that on the subway.
No, I don't think so.
I didn't realize it was kind of brown too. At least on the Hammond Collection figure, it's like ever so slightly brown compared to the black plastic on his body. I don't know. At least on my figure it is.
Anyway, these look more like ankles, I think, than like this. It's weird. It's really weird, but I just luckily I don't have to use them, right? I have the option of using them or not.
Yeah.
And you also get the flame, the same or what is it, a flame? No, the flare. You get the same flare that you got last time. The flame. But it's cool that you get stuff with it. It's a nice figure. I can't say that it's like it does anything to really elevate the previous release. I mean, it's kind of in the same field, but I do appreciate the modest updates that they gave the figure, and it's nice to have him back in circulation again.
Yeah, I hope we get Grant and Ellie soon, because I don't know why Mattel thinks that Malcolm was the main character of Jurassic.
He's always first. Well,
he is
not in 2018, but in Amber, yes, in Hammond, yes.
I hope they eventually give us a plaid shirt Grant,
Yeah.
Whether it's the JP3 version or the beginning scene Jurassic version or just something.
Yeah.
I just realized your plaid disappeared.
Oh, that's hot. Yeah. Like, took it off.
How are you guys gonna feel when we maybe get possibly gray-haired versions of our trio?
I mean,
yes, I want them.
Think about that.
I want the legacy versions way more, but it could be good. I mean, I always think of that Force Awakens Han Solo 3 3/4 figure and how weird his hair looked, but it was otherwise like a really decent Harrison Ford figure. But I guess it's to come, right? It's just part of it. So I just really want blue shirt Grant.
Yeah, it'll be.
That was my number one disappointment from Mattel Jurassic so far, was getting that Amber Grant, just being like, okay.
I know.
Yeah. He looks like McCoy from Star Trek. He really does.
Yeah.
Very blue. Very blue. But yes, it's neat to be getting these in the scale, the 3 3/4 inch scale. Obviously, anything for the most part in Hammond Collection will interact with your existing Legacy Collection or Fallen Kingdom or Dino Rivals or whatever. I gotta talk about this though. This is freaking cool. This took 20 something years. We finally have a Lex figure.
Yeah.
Finally. Tim, when you first opened this figure and you got it on the shelf with the rest of your legacy characters, what was that feeling like?
I actually put her in the vehicle first before I even put her on the shelf, which was awesome because obviously the Mattel's Explorer is already like a primo toy, but to be able to like actually fit almost the entire tour group in minus Gennaro was amazing. But no, definitely getting her eventually on the shelf next to Tim, because come on, we got Tim and it was just weird that we had this like very thorough cast of the film with Ray Arnold and Nedry, but to not have Lex, it was so bizarre. So it completed things. I'm not one of those people who's like, it's not done till Gennaro. Like, to me, it's done now. Gennaro would be awesome, icing on the cake, but Lex was like, I mean, she was definitely, once they made Tim, it was like, you got to do this now. So I got to get that blue hat that everyone has, though. I really want to get that for her.
Oh, yeah.
Purple hat. I've got an extra.
What did I do with it?
Really? Yeah, Greg, I'll take it.
This one.
Yeah, that little hat. I need that.
Yeah, that one.
It looks good.
Don't let your daughter see that, Dave. She'll want that.
Yeah, she has the other one.
Oh, okay.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah, that hat is a really nice touch. And, it's just one of those things. There's a lot of companies that make custom stuff for various toy lines. And, this one I had no idea about. It was actually on Instagram. His name is Zarnista that told me about this. He said, hey, there's this company that I found that is making this hat, and I think it would work perfect for Lex when she comes out. I'm like, oh, okay. So I told you guys about it. You guys ordered, I ordered, and it really does fit her quite perfectly.
I gotta remember where I put that thing. I have no idea where it is.
You already lost it. Oh no.
Yeah, it's already gone.
What's everyone think about the frying pan that she came with? It's
like 27 years or whatever it's been for a frying
You've been waiting
pan.
for that.
Yeah.
It's just so random. I want to know the strategy behind that. Like, we can't just put her in there with nothing. Like, we got to give her something. No, not the spoon.
A ladle would have been better.
Yeah, there was a ladle. Why didn't she get the ladle?
I know. It's like, no, they're like, no, that's not enough. It's like, did they do a
can't be a
focus group
ladle
or something? Yeah.
Yeah.
Frying pan. Sure.
I would have loved to have been in that meeting where they were having this conversation and they decided that the frying pan was the best accessory for that set.
Like, right. It's just
they just wanted to one up the stick.
Exactly. Exactly.
A stick.
The stick was such a thing.
At least the stick makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. It does.
Yeah, but the package even went out of its way. Oh, and you get a stick. You get a stick.
Yeah.
You weren't convinced to buy the set already. You get a stick.
Get stick.
Stick stupid.
I don't know. Does it have a stick? Okay, I'm sold.
Oh.
Yeah, no stripe, but we got a stick.
That's why I feel like if they put that much thought into the stick, where I just don't understand where the frying pan came from. I mean, it's just.
This is where your R&D for your stripe went to, Tim.
Yeah, exactly. I think I even lost the frying pan.
Brad can't afford a frying pan. Are you kidding me? Cut the stripe.
Very cool. So I kind of just want to look at some of you guys' toys. I'm sure we all have our toys handy. Nick, I hope you have your toys handy. There's been some really, 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 really exciting releases recently. I've only gotten one Extreme Damage quite yet. Yeah, Tim's got the best one right there. I've only gotten one Extreme Damage so far, and this is thanks to Greg and Tim, who pointed out that this was available because I had no idea. But this Dimetrodon is really, really cool. And look at that packaging.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Like this packaging, and Tim, you mentioned that I have said this, like Extreme Damage, Battle Damage, I feel like often gets like some of the best overall artwork. And like, I just love like the glowing sky and the Rex renderer. And I mean, when you have a toy that really pops like that, just in terms of like its sculpted detail and its color, and then you have that Extreme Damage feature. It just like sells itself. Like you see this on the shelf and it stands out. It looks like it's glowing. It's awesome.
I think the history of Dimetrodon being sort of hard to get has made this one even sweeter, and it's cooler looking. I don't know. Maybe not everyone thinks that, but I love the neck articulation on it. It's cool. I want that Kenner colored version though.
Yeah, I felt like if they did the Kenner colors in the movie, like that would be like pretty cool. But I'll sell for this too. This looks great too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a classic right there. So I hope
Very nice. So Extreme Damage, Tim. I think I've seen that you've gotten the rest of the Extreme Damage so far. Is that correct?
Yeah, they're pretty cool, but the Metrodon's definitely. I don't have the Allosaurus though. That's the one I'm missing, but Greg's got that one.
I know somebody has the Allosaurus.
Except
it's impressive.
It's got damage. Yeah. It's got damage, but not the damage it's supposed to have. So I was like on this super high after I found it at the closest store to me, and it was just so perfect. The whole thing, I was just on a high, and then I got it home and looked at it, and there's like, well, this one's the better one. But
Greg, you have a fan.
Huh?
You have
is it Megan? What's that?
Yeah, you have a fan in here.
Yeah, it's Megan. Everybody say hi to Megan.
Hi, Megan.
Hi, Megan.
Hey, Meg.
Everyone say that's she's like one of my best friends.
Welcome. Glad you're here, Megan.
I'm sure she's really enjoying all this talk about dinosaur toys. Anyway. But yeah, it's an awesome figure. Yeah.
So cool.
It's huge too.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
But what's weird is that this whole part right here is all dark, so you would think that they molded this all in dark plastic. They didn't. It's molded in the light plastic and then painted dark, which makes no sense whatsoever. so it's got some paint damage. This one's not too bad. And if I wasn't me, Tim understands this. I think he and I are like this on this.
We have the
topic.
same diagnosis. Yeah.
Yeah. That I could probably fix it really easily with just a little bit of acrylic paint, but it would just eat me alive, just knowing that I had. But that one's not too bad. But the other one has on this damage door right here, the little knob, it's like completely like rubbed, like it was rubbed against concrete and like worn down, like through the paint into the plastic.
It's that Walmart care they put into the.
Well, they were case. No, they were case fresh. I took them out of the case myself, so they were that way when they came from Mattel.
I'm sure I sent the photo to you guys when I found it, but it was a concavinator whose head had been like grinded off in Walmart, and it looked like someone had like held it to like a treadmill for 20 minutes or something. Like, I don't know what happens back there in those stock rooms, but evidently dinosaurs.
Bunch of SIDS working back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. You have it though. I mean, not many people can say that yet. So I'm jealous of that, Greg. I can't wait to get that one.
Yeah, that one looks awesome.
Well, now I'm like actively looking for more so that I can replace these. And like every day I've been going and a certain inventory checker website, who I won't endorse, is saying and that this one store has 2 and one has 6. But I go there and they're like, no, we don't have any. We don't have any. And I'm like, I know you do. But
I know you do.
I know they do, but they can't find them. It's always the same thing at Walmart. There's no location. It's just once it's in a stock room in Walmart, it's just like the black hole or something. It's in the stock room. We don't know where it is.
Yeah.
Greg's calling the police. He's like, I know they got it back there.
Like, yeah, I don't know what the stock room at Walmart or Target looks like, but when I worked at Toys R Us, like if somebody wanted something from the back, like there was no way to find it. Like it was just like insane.
It must be organized at Target because they'll be like, oh hey, I have one peristral office in back. Let me go get it for you, and they find it. So
yeah,
it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's all about organization.
Yeah, I've even been apologized to at Target. They're like, we know it's in this pallet, but we can't get to it. We're so sorry.
Yeah, I've heard that.
They think you're gonna like freak out on them like a pop collector or something. It's like
I've been told at Walmart already. They're like, we're sorry, they've canceled Star Wars: The Black Series. I've been told that like more than once.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I've heard that.
Star Wars. Star Wars got canceled. Yeah, it's over.
It's the whole thing. At one time I went to Walmart, I asked if they could get something from the back, and they're like, we don't have a back. I'm like, what?
I don't even work here, dude.
You?
I remember in 2018, I went to a Walmart and asked them to get something from the back. And I asked electronics because that was the only person I could find in the store other than the front register. And the employee complained to me about their job for 10 minutes and then said, we don't do that. You need to find someone in the toy section. I'm like,
okay.
Oh man. Yeah.
Thanks.
Every now and then you're like, oh, this is in my area. You know, it's like, okay, well, is there somebody here that this is their area, or can you maybe still help even if it's not your area? But you know, I understand it's complicated. All right, let's take a look and see what's going on here in the comments. I think we have quite a bit of stuff and friends that have joined in here with us. So Rolando, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. LBT Electric, good to see you again. Are you excited for Prehistoric Planet from Jon Favreau and David Attenborough? I am stoked for Prehistoric Planet. I'm sure you guys are too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be super.
I think
cool.
I've watched that trailer more than the Dominion trailer. I don't know if that's blasphemy to say, but I've watched it a lot.
It's fun. It is super fun. Jason is with us. Hey, Jason, how's it going? Good to see you this evening. We've got Vlad. Any predictions? The Frankenstein is hilarious. Any predictions on what could happen at Generation Jurassic?
Some toys are going to be revealed, I guess.
I hope
right?
something happens. I'm gonna scream when I ride Jurassic World. I know that's gonna happen.
Who's all going? Tim, you're going, right?
I'm going. I'm hoping Victoria's going.
I'm trying. I'm gonna try my bestest to make that happen. It's too bad it's in the middle of the week. It's on a Thursday, and it's like, okay, well, I gotta be at work at 8 the next morning, and we're preparing for state testing and stuff the following week, so it's like not the best time. So, but I'm gonna do my bestest.
I like to hear. So I like to hear.
My bestest. Yeah.
I can't go to California and not see one of you guys. So, and Nick, I know you're not going to go. So
I wish I could go, but yeah, my job makes me use all my sick and vacation before family leave, and today is my last day of leave. I start back on Monday, so taking an unpaid day my first week back after parent leave is probably not the best idea since I just started this job last October.
It's fine. We'll throw him in the trunk and take him anyway. Jurassic
Souls. I was kidnapped. I mean,
yeah. Then if you're kidnapped, it's not your fault. We got Calexion Smoky. Hello, how's it going? I love the Albertosaurus here in your avatar. Nicto, how's it going? Good to see you. Paul, how's it going, Paul? Yeah, I did inventory Toys R Us once, and man, the stockroom was a disaster. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, it's crazy. When it was crazy when it existed. And then Jason, you're not even at Walmart. Welcome to Applebee's. Please wait.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
I know you have exclusives back there.
I did have some really good luck at Walmart, and this was back in, I think, Tim, you'll remember this, when the battle damaged Spino was a thing at Walmart.
Oh, yeah, I got lucky too.
I messaged you when I was at the store because I couldn't find the location. I'm like, hey, Tim, I need the number right now. And I showed it to somebody. They were nice enough to go to the back and pull one for me. And I'm glad they did because I never saw it again.
Yeah. This is something that I talked to Greg about, is when you have to find the right employee. It's it's almost predatory. You're looking for someone who's maybe a little younger, a little greener, maybe they're new. They don't know any better. And then you have to go up to them and you have to kind of act confused and be like, I don't know. I think you guys have toys or something. I don't know. Can you look at this number? I mean, if you have it, I don't know what's going to happen, but maybe you could get it. If you go in there determined and you're like, you scare them away, or they're like, I can't help you. But no, you find the right employee and you play your cards right. It's almost like you're stalking them. But no, I got a girl who got me 8 different battle damaged Spinosaurus, so I could sort through them to get the perfect one. So never again.
Give him a tip. Pass him a tip.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Give him a tip.
I love it. Yeah.
Those Spinosaurs never made it to the shelf. I could pick them up, order pickup, and then they never went to the shelf around me. Weird.
Well, I don't know why they're keeping them, because Walmart doesn't have a back, so I don't know what they.
Yeah. Tim, I love how you have a psychological profile on these Walmart workers.
I know, right?
You know who to ask.
I'm like,
that's how I felt about the checkout over the past week before the street date. I was like, you have to have the right person there who would maybe just type in that random code to let you slide.
Yeah. So did you manage to get someone to do that for you, Brad, at least once?
Yeah, just for the minis, that was it. And I did the whole oh, that's weird, I don't know what that is, thing. When the street day popped up, it literally said April 17th or whatever. I'm like, that's weird. They just typed it in. The next time I went for Claire and the Dilophosaur and it did not work, they're like, I think it must be a special promo. They said they can't sell it until this date. I'm like, yeah, okay. And then they just put my name and put it in the back, so that was nice.
At least they were well, I only had it happen to me once, and it was there was the little click tracker, and I'm not kidding, the lady made me feel like she's what you're doing when you brought this to the register, sir. I was I'm sorry. I guess I kind of knew, but I also wasn't
of course.
Yeah, it wasn't I was trying to steal.
You didn't bring your Aldi equipment. You're like, give me that.
I think we lost Greg.
He'll be back, I'm sure.
He went to Walmart to look for another.
It was eating him alive. He's like, I gotta get out of here. I know they have a back.
Oh man. Let's talk Legacy Collection. So the Legacy Collection has been kind of one of the standout sublines of the Jurassic Park Mattel line since 2018, and now it's back with a new expression. Let's talk about this packaging. We're talking about battle damage. Sorry, I keep saying battle. Extreme damage a little while ago, and you still have the same like Rex right there, same Rex. But now you replaced it with this more classic, more iconic looking color palette in the background. So I kind of like the consistency between the two, but also the change up so that it does have that more Kenner-esque sort of aesthetic.
That background.
What are your guys' thoughts on this packaging here?
It's the packaging is the only cool thing about the figure.
Yeah, the color palette on the package is great.
Yeah, there he is. He's back.
Did you find it?
Yeah, it's a quick trip to
Hey,
Walmart.
sorry
Breaks
about
back.
Don't know what was going on.
I love the packaging though. I mean, I know what you're saying, Tim, the product itself, but it looks good. I just love, I mean, it's just such that classic like Kenner look. The trees, and then they even gave it a little purpley look on the top. So I just really like it. I don't know what I like better, this or Extreme Damage, but they're both really nice looking.
I had a question about the this one, the the Sorna one. So it feels like it's like the old style package, legacy package, right? And it's also got that Dino Rivals like metal in the back here. So I'm like, I was confused about like when was this made? Like, what's the deal with this?
I've noticed that if the artwork on a lot of these inserts, like the Reign de la Court set or whatever, and the same thing with the kitchen set, they have 2021 printed inside of them. So I don't know, maybe some of this stuff. Yeah, that one right there. Like if you pull out like that artwork inside, it says 2021.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I was like looking at it. I'm like, this is weird because like I have my Dino Rivals box right there. I'm like, it's the same metal shine in the back, and then the old ones had that purple with the park gates and stuff. So I was like, what is this? When was this made?
Probably, yeah, something behind the scenes. I was like totally like doomsdayer when they delayed the movie. I was like, this is gonna mess up everything, and the toys are gonna get messed up, and we're not gonna get the cool stuff we were supposed to. But like, I think they more cool stuff basically, and then still came out with the stuff they were going to come out with, which is awesome.
Yeah, I was really worried about all that too, but kept going somehow.
Yeah, they just kept making toys, and here we are, just completely drowning in them.
Yeah, I literally just have piles. I don't even have anywhere to put anything. It's like
yeah.
And then today happened. So.
I'll do a quick view of my room right now.
Nice.
I mean, it's just madness right now. There's just stuff everywhere. It's usually pretty clean and pretty presentable. But my wife came in today. She's like, where are you gonna put all this stuff? I'm like, I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know. There's just
I know. Yeah, I'm secluded down here, so nobody really comes in here. But here's, I don't know if this is gonna work, but this is my mess of things, just like all of it. And then I've got all those that are unopened up there. It's just like, yeah, it's a mess.
Like one super colossal tips the scale, but then you bring two in at once, and it's just. Oh, Victoria, you're muted.
So. Oh no.
I pulled a breath.
At least she's paying attention.
That was for 10 minutes, though.
Unlike some hosts.
Yeah. Some people might let it go for like 10 minutes or so. You never know.
I think I was saying, speaking of super colossals, Tim, did you get to open that Rex yet?
No, I haven't done it yet. I will though. I wanted to come do this, so that was my Jurassic free time tonight. Was
priorities.
I added mine to my pile of stuff that I have no place for. Kind of in another room.
That my husband's the same. Like he'll I'll show him like, oh, look what came in today. Like he doesn't care. Like oh, look what came in today. This dinosaur came in. You say, oh, cool. Where are you gonna put it? First thing he always says. I'm like, I don't know.
That's not the point, okay? That's not the point.
I haven't even opened Toro and Indominus yet. I only have the blue and the couple Rexes.
Yeah. Well,
so big.
They triple in size once you open them up, so I don't blame you for
put them in water.
Yeah. I had the biggest pile of packages on my porch that I've ever had on Wednesday. It was crazy. And it was raining that day too, so I was really sweating it that they got it close enough to the door.
Yeah.
So I was like watching it on the camera. Our whatever we have.
Uh,
And like, like, God, please put it close to the door.
It was pouring here in Chicago today, and I basically tackled the UPS guy as he was coming up with the Mattel box. I was like, I'll take that, because I don't have any overhang. So if it gets set out there, it gets rained on. So,
oh man,
yeah, I've only opened the Super Colossal Rex. I have the others, but I haven't opened them. I don't know that I will because I don't have room.
Oh, nice
I
mug,
will.
Greg.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Representing. Oh yeah.
Greg, that's supposed to be an Aldi logo. What are you doing here?
Very cool. Happy to see that. Very cool. Yeah, so let's talk about the unsung heroes so far of this latest round of toys. I'm sure each of you has a toy that maybe not everybody's talking about that you like quite a bit. I know I have one. I'm curious to know if you guys have something that you really like that maybe not everybody is like hyped or jazzed about, but you just think it's a pretty nice little toy.
Ooh, that's a hard one.
There goes Nick. He's going to go grab it.
I think I'll go first.
I purposely got things that other people don't have just for this.
I think it's this
one.
This raptor.
Love it, Nick.
Wait, what is that, Nick? What was that? Okay. Box.
Awesome.
The box. Not even a dino. Oh, yeah. Brad's got it too. What'd you have, Dave?
I was gonna say it's not popular, but this raptor I think is great.
Oh yeah.
It has a terrible tail, but if you hold it the right way and you sort of look back upon the tail, it's like an optical illusion, like it almost looks like it's right, even though it's so small and rat-like. But like it really looks good. I really love the way the tail moves and the head moves. And then if you look at it from the front, you got to put it on the shelf the right way. But it looks really good. I like the paint colors and everything. Even though if you look at it from the side, it looks pretty terrible. It really does.
The tail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It fits in with the Hammond Raptors too. Like if I put the three of them next to each other, and it fit pretty well. It doesn't look quite as detailed, but it worked. For different pose, different raptor, similar color. So
I think it's cool that a year apart they managed to match the color on it so well to the Hammond Escape Set Raptors too, because it's like almost spot on.
And it's rare that toy companies will wait a couple of years to make another toy and keep the paint exactly the same. It's very rare that they do that.
Right.
Greg, how about you? What do you got? Something that not everybody's talking about that you quite like?
Got this guy.
Oh, nice.
Look at the eye.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that on shelves yet.
I imported this. This was one of the first things I got.
You have
$500.
No, it wasn't that bad actually. It was. I think it was about 40.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
You have the little like amber eggs too, which I think are super cool too. That I haven't seen. The Dimetrodon. Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know where I have that.
That's an Imaginext thing that I would get if I see it.
Yeah, that's really cool.
What about you, Brad?
Well, Nick held up the container. I would pick that, but I'll just say Sayano Santos. I like having more human figures.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a remote control for a TV. She just wants to Netflix and chill. I think it's pretty cool. I like it.
And she's dressed like Ray.
Yeah.
It really is.
I think they did actually a really good job on that actress's face too.
Yeah.
Because I've seen her in Altered Carbon. I want to say it was when she really stuck out to me. Mm-hmm. And I saw the toy. I'm like, wait, I thought I saw her on the list. That must be who she plays. So I was really excited that they did a good job on her.
Unlike Rain Delacourt, who we don't know what he looks like in the movie, but the actor doesn't look anything like that.
Creed, right?
He does not look like that.
Scott Stapp?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a Chris figure.
It's not Chris Pugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you,
introduce the next Beyond the Gates to us.
He just changed his name to Rain.
What about you, Tim?
I gotta say, I know people talk about them, but I still think that there's like a lot of room for people to love them, and the figures are amazing. They're like one of the coolest innovations, I think, this time around, because like, they scale with each other now. So like you have like a medium-sized Triceratops and like a huge Mosasaur. I love that. And I love that they come with like play sets now. I'm waiting for the Giganotosaurus play set, but this one's still pretty awesome. There's kind of some weird stuff going on. Look at this boat that's just floating above the water. It's on a geyser of water for some reason. I don't really understand that.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah. That when I got that out, I was like, this surely can't be how this is.
I haven't opened mine yet.
But it's cool. Look, the translucent plastic. I mean, I'm all about
and
it's got all the little pegs for like figures to stand on, because every mini dinosaur has holes. Even Mosasaur's got a hole. So I love the minis, and I know we're getting like more waves of them. And I like them, I think, because they don't take up very much room. So can collect them all to my heart's content. It's not gonna be a struggle to put them out. So I'm super stoked about those. I mean, even the Quetzalcoatlus looks awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
show us that again.
If you haven't got them, here, let me show it to you. Oh no. If you haven't got them yet, now I was gonna do this early on in the show. I was going to use. Oh, now I can't do it. But no, you should get them, because they're awesome. They're good stuff, and I hope they do some legacy ones.
I guess shout out, since you're on the minis, the Lytrosaurus. It's so funny. It's so silly.
That's cool. I would say, this is kind of a more prominent dinosaur that's currently on the shelves, but I feel like it's one that's maybe falling by the wayside a little bit, just because in light of all the other stuff that's been coming out. But I really like the Yangchuanosaurus. I really like it. Like, I just like the colors, and
I love it.
Yeah, it's got a really like 3-dimensional like sculpt. It just looks really, really neat. And I found one today with a really nice crest. Doesn't have any damage.
Nice.
What? Don't tell me that.
I mean, it's got all this damage on it. It's terrible.
I think it was Ted Brothers who took a photo of it with like a Dino Rivals setup or a Dino Crisis, and it totally has that sort of like savage video game vibe. It's a cool figure.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Yeah, mine has damage on the crest. Oh,
mine does too. They're all like that. I don't know if that's what he's talking about.
It doesn't bother me too much.
There's some really good ones. They're not perfect. Like what you thought was wrong with the crest on yours, I was like, that looks really good, Tim. I don't know.
Victoria's
I'm not saying it's 100%, but
okay. There we go.
99.9%.
It's
pretty good. It's pretty good.
Well, that figure is cool, but I don't know if you guys have played with the action feature yet. It's kind of weird.
No, I haven't.
It's almost like a simple Primal Escape, in that when you pose him up, his whole body like constricts, and when you pose him down, it loosens, and that's basically all he does.
I think I got to open it to do that.
Which will be interesting for toy photographers, because there's only so much you can do with it.
The head's a little wobbly on these guys. Is one thing I did notice.
I've always liked that price range though. $20, giant figure, no electronics. It's cool.
Yeah, the electronics I could take or leave, but like that I really enjoy. There's a lot of stuff though. Like, gosh, there's so much stuff right now, and it's like just trying to take it all in and absorb it at one time hasn't been easy. So I've been kind of trying to like pace myself, but yeah, it's hard. I kind of just want to rip everything out of the packaging. Has
anyone got the Rowdy Roars out and put batteries in them? Those are pretty fun.
Not yet.
I like those. The other weird uncaged stuff, not so much. I know we've talked about it. It's awesome.
I was on the fence about it until I heard the sound it makes when you showed yours, and that's awesome. That makes it worth it.
That's all it takes is that Dilophosaur hoot.
I like that name, Rowdy Roars. It just sounds cute. Rowdy Roars.
Sounds like a wrestling name, doesn't it?
So is that what it is, that they need batteries before you can even try them out, even though it says try me on the box?
I'm all for that, actually.
I mean,
they don't include the batteries, because then you don't have to worry about battery leak if you keep stuff in box, which is always a
That's true, but I'm looking at those 4 click trackers I bought, and I'm like, that's another $20 of batteries to get those puppies turned on. It's like, sheesh.
Get rechargeable batteries.
I guess I could do that. Seems like a lot of trouble to go through for my click trackers that I'm barely ever gonna play with. But it's so funny though. My kid loves those things, like because I don't know how they work, but the remote doesn't have any batteries. It just makes a clicking noise, and the toy like picks that up and like reacts to it. So he's over just clicking and making it do stuff. I mean, it's genius.
crazy.
It's one of those things where like as an adult collector, you're like, I don't know, what's the point of this? But then you realize it's not for you.
I'm probably wrong about these, but I thought that they were going to be another story like those Brawlosaurs from.
Oh yeah.
That ended up being, they were like $5 and ended up being worth like hundreds of dollars on eBay like 5 years later.
No
and
regrets.
I don't think that's going to happen with these because I preemptively bought them thinking that, but
no, I don't.
They're
think
kind
so.
of fun.
I think all this stuff coming out right now is going to be like made in immense quantities.
Seems like it.
Yeah, it is. We're all like on the hunt and like worried about getting things, but yeah, it's going to be that first wave syndrome where there's just so much of it for a while, and then we're like, oh, we can't find wave 2 because there's so much wave 1 out there.
I thought that the Dimetrodon was going to end up being like the really hard one to get, and then suddenly it just came up online and just, you know, for a week and a half, it was just constantly in stock, and then it went away. It's gone now, but
it'll probably still be rare, even with that. I bet, just because. I just hope that like stuff like that Sonya pack it goes on clearance eventually, so I can get
a bunch of those containers,
a couple more of those containers. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
that would be nice. I was messing around with this. I like make him like like a trainer at Universal Studios. You know how they have like walk around like Triceratops. Yeah.
I want to get a bunch of those foxes.
Yeah.
I need at least 3 or 4 of those foxes.
I have 2.
I want to know if they're going to kill that fox in the movie too. That'll make the toy that much more tragic.
No, I don't see that. It's a cute.
It looks like it's dead.
It looks like it's dead. Yeah, maybe it's just playing dead. Maybe it's just sleeping.
Going to be another question I have to answer for my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the fox. That's a cool accessory. Like we're talking about weird things like frying pans and sticks, but like the fox is a really cool accessory.
It is. I wonder for Hammond Collection, you know, we got the arms here for Malcolm, but I don't think they're going to give interchangeable arms to everyone. I hope that they like use that plastic real estate or whatever you want to call it. Like, I hope they give them something besides like flares for them, because
flares for everyone.
That like Amber Collection Ellie like belt, and I mean that's awesome. That was so cool. But I hope they bring that.
Yeah, that was neat.
I was so hoping that we would get some kind of a hollow tree accessory for the set with Sarah Harding. I love stuff like that. I was hoping they would do that for her to hide in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that set's pretty cool, but I gotta say that big Stegosaurus, I'm just like, okay, but I feel like they could have just done Sarah and the baby Stegosaurus and like it would and called it
charged us a lot less.
Yeah,
or give us a log.
Yeah.
Does she come with like a camera or anything?
She does come with the camera. Yeah, she comes with the camera. Okay, I think she even comes. Well, I don't know. I should know this. I think she comes with a bag too. Maybe, I don't know.
Lucky bag.
Yeah, well, let's take a look, because I'm really surprised that they're doing Lost World figures. Like, I never would have thought they would have done like Roland. Like, I seriously like thought they would never move past Jurassic Park in Legacy Collection. So the fact that they did, I think, is quite remarkable.
Yeah. It's like they're acknowledging the 25th anniversary, but also not saying anything about it.
Wink and a nod.
Yeah, it's a neat looking set.
This whole season has been amazing, with the exception of the Lex set. Everything has been, you wake up Wednesday morning and you're excited, something new. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And the thing, I like it. It looks nice, but like
I have so many
other ones.
Yeah, I have so many.
it's really cool. It doesn't look to me like the screen accurate coloring, but it's really cool looking despite that. But
Yeah.
everyone else
Yeah, it
think
does
that?
look good. No, it looks cool. I really do like the colors. Despite it not being, completely film accurate, it still has really, really nice coloration to it.
And the stance is not right, but I'll forgive it.
Yeah,
that's for me.
I mean, I think that would have been crazy if they would have actually made a whole new Stego for this set.
It would have been awesome. I feel like the Lost World Stegosaurus is like an iconic film design. I'm not someone who gets hung up on like using the blue raptor for like the regular raptor. I'm like, yeah, it's a Jurassic Park raptor. It fits. But that Lost World Stegosaurus has such a cool sort of like
the hiked up tail
body. Yeah. And this toy just you can't fake it. It's just it's not it.
Well, and that's the paleontological, the correct way that it should be anyway. The tail should be up like that. But
yeah, they really went backwards for Jurassic World for some reason with that design. I'm hoping that in Hammond Collection we finally get like a definitive Stegosaurus. It's just as cool as this Parasaurolophus, but is very much that Lost World Stegosaurus.
Just imagine, that's going to be big.
Yeah.
God, that's going to be cool.
And this is the first Lost World human character we've ever gotten, right? Even for like Amber or anything.
Well, after Roland.
Yeah, we got Roland.
Oh yeah,
Roland.
yeah. Okay, so we got two in one. And, yeah, that's pretty cool.
They should have thrown Nick in with this Sarah Harding status. So they should
Nick.
Yeah, or Eddie.
Get that Vaughn figure,
Yeah, or Malcolm.
They need to include Eddie with the mobile command center when they make that.
Yeah, I think that's what's so awesome about Legacy is like a year ago you'd be like, yeah, they're never gonna make that, but like, well, who knows? They make the craziest stuff now.
Yeah.
You're right.
I could definitely see them making the Mercedes.
Yeah,
that would be amazing. I want Kelly Malcolm with a pile of candy.
Oh, yeah, they should definitely make Kelly.
No, in all seriousness, I've had people for years message me on Instagram or whatever, like, do you think they're going to make the mobile command center? And I would always tell people, I'm like, I don't think they're going to ever make anything Lost World. I really don't. Jurassic Park is what sells. And this year has given me so much hope with this Legacy collection because I thought it might be different or dead after the announcement of Hammond Collection. And I'm very pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. For sure. Still holding out for that visitor center too.
I think the sky's the limit right now. Like I'm even looking to maybe they'll give us a crashed plane from JP3 or something with the Spinosaurus. Who knows? It could happen.
I could even see that being like a cool packaging thing too. They do with a Jurassic Park 3
that's
set,
a good
like
idea.
giving us like a like the cardboard fuel solage or something. Because that kitchen background with the Raptor is awesome.
And then plus when it gets damaged, in shipping, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's accurate.
Yeah.
It's a plus.
That is true. All right, so let's talk about our favorite toys that have been like if you could pick just one. I know there's a lot of cool ones. Absolute favorite dinosaur toy or human or crate, like in Nick's case, your favorite toy that's been released so far. We'll start with Dave.
Okay. I think I've been vocal about this. My least favorite Jurassic World toy so far has been this toy. The original Dilophosaurus. I hate this thing. I think it's ugly. I don't like it. But of what I've opened so far, I think this is my favorite, is the new Dilophosaurus. It's bigger. I like the frill. The colors are like amazing. I think this is my favorite pack so far. When I see it and with Claire, I'm just like, that's amazing. I should get another one. So far.
Yeah, that Dilophosaurus is awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that they, worth mentioning, they equal case packed that with Owen. So I feel like it's not going to be Claire flying off the shelves. We'll still be stuck with Owen, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah, that yellow coat Claire was so hard to get in Fallen Kingdom.
I still don't have it.
All right. What about Nick?
I mean, you guys know that it takes a lot for me to get 2 of something, much less consider getting 3. And
Yes.
I have 2 of these guys. I'm very tempted to get a third
So
to
far.
even it out for the numbers, and then just consider all the other non-Hammond Collection ones as the other 8 that were other 5 that were killed of the original 8. But the Hammond Collection Raptors, great. I'm stoked to see where they're going to go with that, with the Rex coming up. And honestly, as much as I love the Therizinosaurus that came out, my first thought was, ooh, what if this is Hammond Collection treatment?
Nice. All right, Greg, favorite dinosaur toy so far from this line?
I've
Or
really been
anything?
just really thinking about it since you asked. I'm going to go with the new Quetz.
Yeah.
I just absolutely love this head paint. It is just like crazy detailed and vivid. Little bummed about the crest. Tim and I have decided that we need a support group to convince ourselves that that is the way it's supposed to be, that it's a natural effect, the little rub, distressed look at the top, because everyone I've seen has been that way. Does anybody have one that is completely blue at the top?
Nope.
If you
I
do,
haven't
please
gotten
don't
one
tell
yet.
me.
Not me.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I get so thrown off with the eyes. Like I feel like the eye looks like it should be higher, but maybe
No.
I think it's correct.
No.
It's correct.
But it
The one
just
you sent
gives
today.
that-
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah.
This figure is huge too. Like I'm pretty good at fitting figures onto my shelf. Like I cannot get this thing to fit on my shelf, even with its wing folded. Like it still just won't fit. It's so big. It's awesome.
And if they give us that plane, oh my God, for the attack, you know, that would be amazing. It's like some kind of World War II bomber or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Which I'm wondering why they're in that, but
We'll find out.
we'll find out.
We'll find out. All right. Brad.
I'm gonna say and pretend this is it. This is the real one, but the Therizinosaurus. It's really big. Look how big it is. No, I haven't opened it yet. It's still over there, but it's just, that's been the one I was most excited for, and it's awesome. Like it's so big. When I saw that size chart that was released at some point, I did not realize how big this dinosaur was going to be.
I didn't either.
Yeah, it's like so impressive. I was like, oh my God, it's taller than a T-Rex. What is going on? So to see that in toy form is really like remarkable. It's awesome. Makes a ton of noise. Scared me the other day in my car.
I don't think Nick. I think Nick might know. Is the Ketz really supposed to be that big, or is it like oversized in the movie?
I mean, it's oversized a bit in the movie. The plane that they're in is definitely smaller than some people give the wingspan of the plane credit for, but Ketz would be like kind of like a giraffe when it's walking and have about a 40-foot wingspan. So if you figure like school bus-ish length wingspan and the height of a giraffe when it's walking around. So Ketz was big, but not 60, 75-foot plane being dwarfed by a big.
It looks awesome.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, I'm like, this is so amazing looking.
Yeah, it's going to be an awesome scene.
I mean, I think when we were talking the other day, I brought up if they create a set with the plane and a Ketz with it, that would be just stellar to kind of mirror the Lego set that came out. Like
I feel like there's a Leonard core plane that would, the core, the generic Army men from Walmart.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a plane that would fit the bill if you are so inclined.
Very true.
Hey Tim, do you think they Universal put the squash on that Quetzalcoatlus after they put that toy out? Because it was a rare one, hard to find. It was like 2019.
Oh yeah, it didn't come out. I mean, but same thing with that ugly herbivore.
the Amargasaurus.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
and the Therizinosaurus was supposed to come out.
The
Right?
Therizino. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that toy was hideous looking, but I think the R&D for these toys and these movies goes back so far that like, yeah, you're probably right. It probably was like, oh, you know what, we're not going to come out with that because we're coming out with this instead. Because if you think about it, I don't know of any other species where we have like a very clear leaked photo of it that didn't end up coming out. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. And Tim, favorite dinosaur toy so far?
Well, you said human too, right? I mean, you said I could do human.
It could be
Yeah.
anything. It could be anything that is your favorite.
Like,
That's
I know this figure's been out before, but I think the new version is like pretty exciting. There's a lot of like improvements on it. Like the blue shirt Owen has like texture. No, I'm not gonna do blue shirt Owen. He's not the one I like. But first off, I gotta go with Nick, the Raptor. I love this thing. It's definitely my favorite. But we've talked about it so much, I feel like I should give the spotlight to another toy. The Carnotaurus that comes with the Owen Escape Pack is awesome because it's just different enough from the big Carno, and just similar enough to kind of feel. It's not like one of those toys where they just shrank it down and we're like, it's a juvenile. Like, I feel like they tweaked some things with it, but the head still feels kind of like the big Carnotaurus. And I love the colors. People call it Demon Carnotaurus, which I don't know about that. It doesn't really do that for me, but
I don't know about that.
Yeah, but I love like the white, like lower jaw and stuff. It's just cool. And it's kind of a fun size and a total surprise too. I mean, it's hard to get surprised by toys anymore because of like jerks like me. But for something to come out is that I didn't know was coming out. It's always cool. So Carnotaurus is definitely an awesome one.
nice, and it does almost have like that Kenner like Demon Carnotaur color. Almost, it's kind of in that similar, like a little more muted. But
yeah, I was gonna say if it was like black, then yeah, I could kind of see it. And I don't have it. It matches the little wild pop-up version perfectly too, which is funny.
Yeah, very cool.
How about you, Victoria? What's your favorite?
It's got to be the stupid truck.
Are you serious?
No.
I was gonna say.
I was shocked.
I mean, yeah, no, I know. I call it the stupid truck. I mean, just kiddingly, because it's I don't know. It just looks weird. It doesn't look like anything that would really run or like be really off balance. No. Anyway, favorite. I think I'd have to say the Parasaurolophus. I mean, I don't have the Baryonyx yet, so that could change. But I just love this. Like, this is, to me, this is like I can't think of any way it could be more perfect. Honestly, it just looks like so serene and so nice and detailed and painted, and it's just awesome. Like, this is the kind of thing I've wanted to see from like an officially, like, not counting any of the third party stuff, like an officially licensed, like Jurassic line, that Mattel's been doing is this sort of caliber of just overall quality and authenticity. And I think it shows a lot of promise so far, Hammond Collection. I'm really excited to see what they end up doing with the next wave and the wave after. And do we get a Stegosaurus, a Rex, Triceratops, all that great stuff. I'm super excited for Hammond Collection, and Para's got to be my favorite so far.
Awesome.
I can't even imagine what that T-Rex is going to look like when it comes out.
Oh God,
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
It's gonna have a long tail, and it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna be, and I mean, I don't think we know, but I'm guessing it's the Jurassic Park T-Rex. It's not the Jurassic World T-Rex, so it could be amazing. Yeah.
Nothing gets me more excited than a brand new T-Rex. So I'm gonna be like off the walls.
Yeah,
I love the way they're painting these too. Like on the Para, it's so vivid, and it's like the paint is so like heavily applied to it and everything. And it gives it sort of like I don't know, it kind of ties into a retro look also. You know how it's kind of like
yeah. There's a lot of contrast even with the Baryonyx too. That doesn't have as much blending. Yeah, no, I get it. It's not going out its way to be like this is perfectly film accurate. It's like this is a crisp toy collectible version of the dinosaur design.
Toyetic.
Yeah. That Raptor though, so good.
And it's good.
They should repaint it 5 more times. I'm just kidding.
I'll buy it.
I'll buy it.
I'm up to 4 now.
There you go.
What do you guys? 6, Victoria? Is that right?
I'm at 6.
You're at 6.
I'm
at
6.
2.
Nice. You'll get there. You'll get there, Dave.
When I do a regular family trip to Target and I just slip one in the cart, that's
and then
$13, it's like you can't say no. It's just.
And then I had to mention that in the movie they mentioned 8 of them, so now we have to, we've read 8 originally.
I feel like 3 is my perfect Raptor pack, though. I can live with that. Of course, with the 4th mint in box, but for my display, I can do 3 for sure. Such a cool thing.
It's super cool.
With what they did with the Amber Collection male Jurassic Park 3 Raptor, I'm really excited to see what they come out with for Hammond Collection. For it.
I didn't even think about that. Very true.
Which is part of why I'm trying to limit this pack a little bit, because I'm going to want a pack of those too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm thinking too about the Raptor squad. Do they do Blue, Delta, Echo, Charlie, like using the sculpt, or hopefully with an updated head? But do they do that? Do they go that far and that extensive? Like, I don't know. Time will tell.
So cool.
I will say the paint for a Tiger Raptor for the Hammond Collections makes me the most nervous, just because of what we've seen Tiger Raptor so far.
Which is funny because they could use that Savage Strike version, which I have somewhere back here.
Which is amazing already.
Yeah, they could just use that one, the paint from that one, and not even look at the Amber Collection Tiger Raptor, and it would be fine. I don't know. Here it is.
And those are like,
oh, that one's great, Nick. Yeah,
dirt
love
cheap
that one.
now too. Though.
Yeah, that one exactly.
I think this is my lighter one because I have a slightly darker one. I know we have this whole thing.
Nick flexing his variants. He's flexing his variants. I don't have those.
I think that one's still available on Walmart, and you can like add that to some
they're like $6,
carts if you want.
$7.
Yeah, they're like cheap. They must have made a
buy a
billion
ton of them.
Yeah, it's nice. It's one of the nicer ones, I think.
I know
you know, they've done so many.
but-
There we go. Yeah, you can definitely see it. It's hazelnut versus more of like a Nutella color.
I always feel like that's the kind of stuff people are going to put on eBay in 10 years, and most people are going to be like, "What?" Like, you know, like we know about it, but like no one else does.
Yeah,
you know,
like the Stego, right? With the updated paint from Dino Rivals.
Yes, which I do wish I had that one.
That was a real. I mean, that was. You didn't have to, study that closely. That was really a cool variation.
Yeah, that was a neat one. And the new mini Stegosaurus has that. Yeah, there you go, right there. Has that same coloration.
I love that they went back and
that is
like
that is so cool.
From an older figure.
I think Tim and I are the only ones excited about minis in here. I mean, to the level that
Brad's got some minis though, so I'm glad to see.
But he's not obsessed like we are about them. I don't think.
Oh, Brad, you're muted. Big surprise.
Yeah, a big surprise.
Well,
I
9
know.
more minutes.
Yeah. No, I said I usually don't collect them, but I have like 4 of the new ones. So
he got those past the blockade at the
that was
register.
it. That was all they had. So I was like, I got to get something here.
Yeah, minis. I said no more minis after the last line. I have like 7 of the old ones on my desk, and then First Dominion finds were.
But it's exciting because they're like making a whole world for them this time, and they're like making play sets. And I was telling Tim it'd be really cool if they made vehicles that you could put them in, like little, almost like Star Wars action fleet type things. But then I guess Tim was saying that they're meant to go with the Hot Wheels.
Yeah,
which
at some point I read a product description that was like, and the exciting new scale goes along with your Matchbox collection.
Yeah, I think that's just a cop out. But
well, if anyone's super cool like me and is into tabletop gaming, these guys scale really well with other like Whiz Kids figures and stuff like that.
That's pretty cool.
Super cool for Dungeons and Dragons, and my Ranger right now has a pet raptor, so this is going to be our new mini.
Awesome.
Nice.
It's funny you say that because you guys have that board game Jurassic Park Survive. Anyone else get that? It was one of the first board games that came out in the past couple of years. Anyway, it came with wooden game pieces of all the dinosaurs, which were okay, but they're just wooden. But I replaced them all with the minis from Mattel because they're the same size. It looks cooler. So it's funny you mentioned that, Nick, because I love these things as game pieces. That's a perfect idea.
Yeah, because if you think about it, like Raptor this size compared to like the scale's so much better with everything else.
For sure.
Really nice.
For sure.
Very cool. Well, guys, we've been going over an hour and a half at this point. Pretty wild. It's been this long. Do we want to close out with any final thoughts on the Mattel Jurassic line so far? Any experiences you want to share, or just anything random you want to talk about that we can leave off on?
I'll say mercy,
Uh,
mercy, enough.
Slow down.
I think we're in for a little bit of a lull, aren't we? For maybe a week or two.
Yeah,
Maybe a month-ish.
I know. I cannot believe the movie is like this close. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Especially after we waited for like a full year
Yeah.
of delay. Like, it's so close.
Yeah.
I want to know, like, when are we going to hear about all like the food tie-ins and stuff? Does that come later, or does anyone know? Is it or if you did, could you tell, or is it going to be Dairy Queen again and paper
There's
stuff?
I know there's hot dog buns in Canada, so that's a big one I've seen.
God, I wish McDonald's.
Gosh.
I wish McDonald's could do it and they could get plastic cups again. Just
I know.
how amazing that would be.
What's it? Keebler has like the Dino Track
I've seen those, yeah.
stripes or something,
I've seen those.
and then
I've
Dr.
seen those.
Pepper.
Yeah.
So
Or, like,
pretty
maybe-
much like last time and the time before.
I hope Dairy Queen gets something, and I hope McDonald's does some nice books for their kids' meals with the two. No,
I hope
want toys.
Keebler gives us that box with the TV inside.
Oh man, I didn't get that, but yeah,
Mine still works. It's like it's right there. It still plays. Like it's wild.
that's something you have to tell your grandchildren about, Brad. I got this box here. I used to.
Look
I
at
used
this.
to.
It
Buddy.
plays behind the scenes clips of a movie you've never seen.
Dude, it doesn't play in your eye. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope they do Dairy Queen. Like for me, that's just an excuse to go get blizzards. So I hope they do Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
You're like, can I have a 8 extra cups to my Blizzard, please?
Like every time I'd go see the movie, I would go to the Dairy Queen because it was right next to the theater, and I would always get the cup. And if I saw they were out of a certain size, I'd ask for a different size, and I'd have to order a separate cup, a water cup, and that was what I would pour my drink in, so that I wouldn't have to pour anything in the other cup.
There you go.
And I'd do this every time until I got the whole set.
That's Jurassic Summer right there. Dairy Queen on
is.
your way
Jurassic
to
Summer.
Jurassic World. Yeah.
Oh yeah, or sneaking in the blizzard into the theater and eating it while you watch the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Out of your water cup.
Not saying I did
Out
that.
of your water cup.
I'm not sure if it's been shared, but there was a pretty cool like popcorn bucket or whatever for AMC.
Oh really? Oh cool. I
Yeah.
can never
No,
find that stuff. I have the worst luck finding the movie stuff.
They always get the best ones in other countries, it
Yeah,
seems like.
yeah.
There's always some really cool ones
Or if it's in America, it's some theater chain that's like nowhere in my area.
that we don't
so,
have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
that no one's ever heard of.
no, I
Yeah.
do love that stuff too. So at least the AMC gets a popcorn bucket. So I'll
Do
look
you,
out for
do you
that.
guys have Alamo Draft House, any of you?
No.
Because they had
Right
an
here.
actual pint glass.
Oh yeah.
It was really cool. That was the
Yeah.
only good thing we had here. The rest of my chains didn't have any kind of cool cups, but it was an actual glass, and it was really nice.
I do remember that. That was cool. Do not have that here.
All right. Good stuff. Okay. So yeah, what a crazy 2 weeks. I don't even want to think about like my spreadsheet, like how many things I bought, but we'll just say this, it's if the stuff makes you happy and you're enjoying it and having a good time, then that's what it's about. And of course, I think half the fun is having these kinds of conversations and getting together and talking about our thoughts, ideas, and experiences. So, huge thanks to all 5 of you for coming on and chatting with us this evening and having a really fun social hour Earth Day. Been a blast.
Yeah. This was
Yeah,
awesome.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Of course. All right. So let's talk about what you guys are doing currently with your own content. I'll start with Greg. Greg is so good. Greg is so good that he doesn't even
Start
need
with
to do
me,
anything.
okay.
He's so good that he doesn't even need to do anything because he's behind the scenes. He's like the Wizard of Oz, but like
He
better.
is. He
He's
definitely
just
is.
like doing some
Yeah.
awesome stuff. Yeah. And the
Yeah.
reason that I find half the things that I do like online is because Greg texts me and says, even if it's like 3 a.m, like I get a text from Greg, like, hey, it's
Well,
in stock. Go get it.
Yeah,
Go get it.
because you know that if it's a text, it's important.
I know that it's important. Yeah. Every time it's an actual text message and not like a Facebook message, I know it's important. So I'm like, oh shoot, it's from Greg. Oh no, give me a second. Hold on.
It's
Hold
the
on.
red phone. It's the red phone.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. Greg, where can our our friends that are hanging out with us this evening here in the chat go to look you up on the interwebs?
God, I don't know. I don't know.
Starfish.
Yeah, Starfish JGS, I think is what it is on Instagram. I think that's what it is on Twitter too.
Okay.
Everything. It's Starfish JGS. Yeah.
All right. When this publishes and goes live, we'll have on YouTube for replay. We'll have all of those, all the links in the show notes. So, guys, follow Greg. Definitely worth following. You'll enjoy it. You'll have a good time. He'll make it worth your while. All right, Nick.
I exist, I guess. I'm not as cool as Greg as far as finding stuff.
No,
goes.
you are.
I'll occasionally remind him, oh, wait, did you check this stock site for this thing? That's about it. But if you really want to hear any of my musings, I'm Jurassic Nick 16 on Twitter, or Nick is late to the party on Instagram. And you'll see some posts of my little one in her dino gear coming up, because she does have some stuff, and we'll be trying to get her outfitted for Jurassic June this year too.
Yeah.
Nice. And what about your twin, Nick?
My twin?
The one that's the mirror behind you.
Oh
yeah.
What about him? We want to follow him.
He's been here the whole time.
Same place.
Alternate dimension or something. All right. Very cool. Jurassic Dave 93.
Jurassic Dave 93 on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Look me up. Chat about anything, specifically Jurassic or anything else, Star Wars, MCU, whatever.
Yeah, and what have you been doing lately, Dave, on your channel and on your
mainly Instagramming pictures of toys I have not yet opened. When I get to that, I'll do some comparison shots, post it to Instagram. But yeah, it's been fun. I really enjoy interacting with people, and every film year you see some people who are just tuning back in or like, oh wow, what is that? And getting to explain things to them that like we take for granted, is a lot of fun. I enjoy that.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah, that does come up sometimes. Like I'll get a comment like on an old video from years ago, like, oh, I can't find this in my store. Like, where can I get it? Like eBay? So old. Very cool. So follow Dave, you guys. Tim.
Collect Jurassic on most, I guess all social media except for TikTok. Not yet.
It's Jurassic Collect.
No, I don't know. Probably never TikTok. So Collect Jurassic on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and then and YouTube, and then also the website, which I don't update as much as I would like, but it's still a place to go check out. So yeah, and I've just been with everybody else, just trying to grab these toys and share them. I'm like Dave. It's like I don't have time to like do anything, so I'm gonna take a picture of this box and put it up because I'm just so excited. But I wish I had more time to do more. So I've just been doing what I can to share all the joy.
Very cool. And you've been really busy these last couple of weeks.
I have. I'm gonna collapse from exhaustion after Jurassic Generation. I'm just gonna collapse somewhere in Universal Studios Hollywood and hope I wake up in my bed at home. So
very cool.
So you have to come, Victoria, so you can you can take care of me when I collapse. So
I'll be collapsed too. Trust me.
Yeah.
After that long of a day, for sure. Brad.
You can find me on the Jurassic Park podcast every Monday, new episodes, at Jurassic Park Pod on Twitter, and my handle's right there at Brad Jost. I'm on YouTube here doing live streams every Wednesday night as well. So that's about it. We're all over the place. You can look us up. I spent like this afternoon, like about an hour taking pictures of a box as well. So, putting stuff on TikTok and then reposting it on Instagram. Apparently it does better on Instagram. TikTok seems worthless for me. So
interesting.
Yeah. I don't know.
You need to show some skin, Brad.
Better. What, like this?
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Yeah. Well, the views are going up already.
I'll put
That's
my,
how you get the followers.
Sleeveless arms, that look like ankles on Instagram. On TikTok.
Put a blue shirt on.
Like this.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Well, guys, hey, it's been a blast. Thanks again to all of you. We'll have links in the in the description when the video publishes. Thanks to everybody in the chat has been hanging out with us and dropping us questions and comments. It's been a lot of fun having you as well. And we'll be back next Friday, Cantina Social Hour. We'll see you same place, same time. So enjoy, be safe, have fun, happy Earth Day, and we'll see you guys soon.
See you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Well,
Bye.
See you.